Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Michael Maney begins now.
Good evening everyone. A desperate air and sea search is continuing tonight after a light plane vanished over Bass Strait. 2 people and a dog were on board when their aircraft disappeared shortly after departing from northern Tasmania, with grave concerns growing by the hour.
A Westpac chopper returning to base as the search over Bass Strait intensifies for a missing light aircraft.
The alarm was raised by family members in New South Wales when the plane didn't arrive at its destination.
The plane left Georgetown Airport yesterday afternoon, just after midday, bound for Hillston Airport in central New South Wales via Victoria, but it never made it to the mainland.
The plane is a small 2-seater plane, bright green in colour.
On board, the owner, a male pilot aged in his early 70s, his female passenger in her 60s, and their family pet dog.
Information I've received indicates that the pilot was very experienced, but he was flying a plane which was relatively new to him.
The missing plane sparking an intense air and sea rescue mission involving Tasmania and Victoria Police and the Australian Maritime Safety Authority. Yesterday, the Spirit of Tasmania ferry was temporarily diverted to the aircraft's last known location to assist in the search.
This is an absolute tragedy, and I pray and hope that there are some good news at the end of all this.
As each hour passes, the window narrows, but rescue teams remain determined to bring the missing pair home.
We are hoping that we find these people alive.
Lily Thompson is staying across the search tonight and joins us now. And Lily, authorities are turning to the public for help.
Yeah, they certainly are, Michael. Police from Tasmania and Victoria, along with the Australian Maritime Safety Authority, are urging anyone that's travelling the Bass Strait or is in the Georgetown area to keep an eye out for the missing aircraft and its passengers. And if they do spot something, and it is safe to do so, to render assistance before contacting authorities. Now, we know that the search will continue throughout the night, with police using special technology on board helicopters and planes to help locate objects in the dark. But obviously it's an extremely distressing time for the families involved as the search continues to hopefully bring the missing couple home. Michael?
Thanks for that, Lily. Lily Thompson reporting there. Well, all Parliament seats are now filled, but questions remain about the Premier's plans to form a working government. Labor claims if Jeremy Rockliff can't form a majority, he should stand down, but the Liberals are confident they can make a minority work.
While the Premier enjoys a seafood smorgasbord, others are fishing for answers.
The ball is in very fair and squarely in Jeremy Rockliff's court. He needs to demonstrate that he can put together 18 seats and form a government. If not, he needs to stand aside.
All 35 seats are locked in, with 14 to the Liberals, 10 for Labor and 11 on the crossbench. Pressure now mounting on Jeremy Rockliff to outline his path to power.
He needs to come out and tell Tasmanians where he is and what his plan is.
The Premier confident he can make a minority government work in his favour.
While I would welcome individual members of Parliament signing confidence and supply, we don't need that. Tasmanians have elected a minority parliament, and what that means is that Tasmanians have spoken, and I've always said that we need to accept the will of the people.
Labor claiming the Premier is being shady and secretive, but the Liberals say it's Labor playing political games, dabbling deals with the Greens.
Dean Winter forced an election. It's blown up in his face, and he needs to recommit to no deals with the Greens, which he promised at the last election.
We won't be doing any deals with the Greens. We're working collaboratively and building respectful relationships with members of the crossbench.
The Premier also adamant he'll work with elected members
to ensure that this is a parliament that lasts a full term, to ensure that stability and certainty and the will of the people is reflected.
Rebecca Gadanera, 7 Tasmania News.
Just days after Tasmania signed on to Marinus Link, the multi-billion-dollar project has been approved under Commonwealth legislation. Granted through the EPBC Act, it sets out environmental conditions for the development's construction, operation and decommissioning. The result comes after 4 years of work, with Victoria also giving a positive assessment back in May. Final approvals under Tasmanian legislation are expected later this year, allowing construction to begin in 2026. The Apple Isle is toasting to good news tonight, with the State of the Grapes report showing Tasmania's wine industry is prosperous. Extra cheers are going to our local producers, with results showing Tasmania has the highest allegiance to local viticulturalists.
Tasmanian wine producers are on cloud nine. A new report showing strong loyalty lies locally.
The wines that we make in Tassie, Pinot Noir, sparkling wines, Pinot Gris, Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, they're very well suited to the food and the produce that we grow down in Tassie.
Nearly 20% of wine sales in Tasmania come from in-state products. That's 8 times the national average.
Most of us, when we travel, we want to support the area we've travelled to or we're visiting. So absolutely people are seeking out and want to taste local produce.
Many favouring the lighter drops.
A lot more people are drinking them, I think, because they just want a bit more freshness, do pair well, they're lower alcohols.
With a thirst for spirits, Prosecco and Pinot Noir.
Tassie is the best place in Australia for making and growing Pinot Noir. Globally, we're known as one of the leading producers of that variety.
Our cool climate and local events proving the perfect pairing for vital exposure.
We do a lot of festivals and events, partly to stay engaged with the locals as well as to interest tourists as well.
While the report shows fruitful signs for the future, producers say the industry is not without its thorns.
The last sort of 3 or 4 years we've had maybe 30-40% below average yield, so that's something we've got to deal with. All of our costs are going up too. You know, the cost to market is getting huge, getting our wines across Bass Strait.
But for now, there's no sour grapes. Rebecca Gaidenero, 7 Tasmanian News.
Shellfish was the catch of the day as thousands took a chance on a seafood diet for the 8th Tassie Scallop Fiesta. The state's northeast cracking open the perfect conditions for a full feast and a day of fun on the green.
A larger-than-life festival, boasting some larger-than-life characters.
Look, I'm on the seafood diet. If I see food, I'll scarf it back. Get in here, get stuck in.
The Tassie Scallop Fiesta, showcasing some of the very best of the state's produce. Scallops remaining the centrepiece, thanks in no small part to their versatility.
The scallop dumplings, we're going to try those next, I think.
And that's not all that's on offer.
Probably an ice cream to finish off.
Definitely an ice cream, I think that'll really top it off.
Take your pick of a number of wineries. Or maybe a coastal-themed paella is more your speed.
Normally we cook the another kind of paella, we cook it vegan and chicken and chorizo, but it's a scallop fiesta. Well, you need to receive that with the scallop, you know.
The fiesta doubling as an opportunity to learn. This replica dinghy representing an often forgotten moment in Tasmania's history.
This is our version of the Tom Thumb, which was the little dinghy that George Bass brought out with him from the UK in 1796.
And the event's northeastern location hasn't stopped it from achieving wide appeal, attracting visitors from all corners of the state and beyond.
I actually had dinner last evening with 3 ladies who've come all the way from Perth specifically to attend the fiesta.
With roughly 2,500 people in attendance this afternoon, the village green has never looked better.
I commend the Fiesta Committee for all their hard work, endurance and commitment to celebrating Tasmania's way of life.
Something in store for everyone. Aaron Smith, 7 Tasmanian News.
Members of the public have been given a rare opportunity to step aboard HMAS Adelaide as one of the Navy's largest warships docks in Hobart. More than 3,000 people, including families, toured the vessel, exploring its machinery on board and testing their fitness alongside Navy personnel.
We've been most excited about just seeing a lot of the equipment that's being used and how it's being used.
Every time one comes in, actually, we go and see them.
It's really, really cool. It's bigger than what I actually thought it would be.
HMAS Adelaide is heading back to Sydney on Tuesday before sailing further north to continue training off the coast of Townsville. Shots were flying at last night's NPL matchup between Launceston City and the Clarence Zebras. All tied up at the 20-minute mark, the northern side pulled away with a dominant lead. Launceston up 5-1 by half-time, with Angus Taylor and Toby Simeone each claiming 2 goals. Clarence's Lachlan Burt answered with 2 of his own, but nothing could stop City's late game performance. An incredible 12-goal haul wrapped things up by match end.
Good evening. Hobart and Devonport both 15 today, Launceston and Burnie 13. 17 on Flinders Island and at Strawn, Friendly Beaches 16, 15 on King Island, at St Helens and Grove, Smithton and Lowhead 14, 11 in Ouse and 9 in Lyowini. Onshore winds brought low cloud to the north and east coast of Tasmania today, as a frontal cloud band extended through WA and also the Bight. Tomorrow, a cold front will make its way through the Bight and SA as a complex low moves away from the coast of New South Wales. Winds north-northeasterly 20 to 30 knots, although 15 to 20 knots about the central north. Northwesterly winds swells peaking to 4 metres in the west. A strong wind warning has been issued tomorrow for coastal waters between east of Flinders Island to Stanley. A partly cloudy Monday in the south tomorrow, Hobart and Dover 16, 15 the maximum in Ouse. Possible showers in Launceston, but remaining mild with 17, 15 and showery across Devonport and also Scottsdale. To the west we go, a few showers in Burnie 15, a little cloudy in Strawn 16, a shower or 2 in Stanley and becoming windy with 15 the top there. A few showers in St Helens 16, 17 and partly cloudy in Swansea, much the same in Ross with 15 degrees. Forecast for Tuesday, showers statewide, more widespread about the west and north though, but easing about the southeast during the afternoon with a chance of isolated thunderstorms about the west and north. Statewide showers continue into Wednesday, contracting to the west and far south. Snow lowering to 500 metres about the southern and central parts of the state with possible hail about the southwest also. And on Thursday, showers mainly about the west and far south, more snow but to 900 metres this time after a foggy and frosty start. We'll take a look at mainland conditions now for tomorrow. Cloud clearing in Broome 28, showery across Perth and Adelaide. A cloudy day expected in Canberra with 16 there. A bit cloudy across the state right now. Hobart, Launceston and Devonport, all 11 degrees. Don't go anywhere, Michael. The TV Week Logie Awards are up next, right here on 7.
Well, that's all your Sunday news for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a lovely evening. Good night.